What does receiving this award mean to you?
I'm a first-generation Canadian. Maybe people don't know that about me, but my parents decided to live in this country, and I was born here. And so one of the things it means is, in a strange way, a kind of, I don't know, it means something that way, you know, to be in this place and honored at this level as an artist in this country means something. It kind of seems sort of vindication for that choice that they made or something. What else does it mean? It means something. The National Arts Centre Award, which is the one I received, means a lot to me. I've received a couple of things over the years which have all been tremendous, including this great honor on my lapel, which was another very powerful thing to receive. But a lot of them were for civic contribution, and one of the things about this that I love, and the description when I read it, was that it was for artistic contribution. And I, of course, started. My life is an artist's life, and it has shifted into that of a I guess an administrator, or at one end you call it an administrator, the other you call it a city builder or a civic leader. I don't know, but
what about impresario?
Impresario's good. That kind of gets it all. But at my heart, I'm still an artist. I'm still an actor. I'm a director, and to have the citation talk about my work in the last year as an actor and a director was very meaningful.
What was the best advice you ever got?
I think the best advice I ever received was the advice that I received in a strange way, which was when I was 20 years old, and I had done 2 disastrous years of university, and my mother came from Alberta to Toronto where I was studying, and we went out to lunch at Toby's Good Eats on Bloor, and I was terribly nervous because I was going to tell her that I had made a decision that I, whose father had graduated magna cum laude from Princeton and whose grandfather had done the same, and whose brother had 3 degrees, etc., that I was going to be the one who was going to not pursue a university degree, but actually pursue my love and go and try to get into a conservatory program. And I was ready. And she said, essentially, go for it. That was pretty great advice. That was sort of life-changing advice. Another bit of acting advice I received was not actually from the source, though he gave me, the source being William Hutt, the great William Hutt, who I performed for at the very first Governor General's Awards. One of these things is bittersweet for me because I was here for Bill the very first time, and I so wish he could be here to see this. I think he'd be very proud. But Bill Hutt had so many wonderful things to teach, and one of them was the advice that he gave to everyone was, do not move unless it improves on stillness, which in the theater is a beautiful, beautiful truth. But the other one is something that that is pertinent maybe to this conversation, which Tiff Findlay told me, which was a story that he told me about Bill Hutt. And he said that he had asked Bill Hutt once why his King Lear had moved him so much. And this actor, I won't mention this actor who'd come before him at Stratford, why his King Lear had not moved him so much. And Tiff had described to Bill the 2 qualities of those performances and what it was in Bill's. And Bill's answer was so beautiful. He said, and he remembered that previous performance, and he said, probably, Tiff, what it is, darling, is that when some actors perform King Lear, they sing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and they give you a big final do, and in order that you might feel the expanse of the moment. He said, what I try to do is I sing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and I let the audience supply the final do. And that is a brilliant, brilliant summation of the power of taste and economy, and that moment I was talking about earlier where you're asking them to receive something and let the change, let that elemental chemical shift happen because they jump into the story and not because I throw the story at them. So there's some.